now. Going across to debate number 2 on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, the cancel culture season is back. A new film tackling the controversial 2002 Godhra carnage is leading to a meltdown of the left liberal ecosystem. This gripping story focuses on the tragic train burning that claimed the lives of 59 individuals, 48 who were injured, mostly Hindu pilgrims and car savers. But the plot thickens with endorsements from none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday and Home Minister Amit Shah, which came in today, which has sent shockwaves across the opposition ranks. Their message is clear: no force can bury the truth. The opposition, which had dismissed the Kashmir files and the Kerala story as propaganda films, are back. This time, they're targeting the Sabarmati Report and accuse the BJP of backing only those films that align with its political narrative. In response, the BJP has fired right back, declaring this movie a wake-up call to the anti-Modi narrative. Listen into the war of words.
भाई देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं या किसी फिल्म के सेल्समैन है, नहीं समझ में आता। पहले अडानी जी के लिए पावर प्रोजेक्ट बेचने का काम करते हैं, बिजली बेचने का काम करते हैं, कभी कोयला खदान खरीदने का काम करते हैं, अब फिल्में बेचने का काम करने लग गए।
सच बिल्कुल है, इन्होंने गुजरात पे फिल्म लाई, इन्होंने बिल्कुल झूठ लाया, इन्होंने कश्मीर में फिल्म लाया, झूठ लाया इन्होंने। ये सिर्फ नफरत मुसलमानों के खिलाफ नफरत ही बोलना उनका काम रह गया है। जनता समझ चुकी है कि ये झूठे लोग हैं, सिर्फ नफरत फैलाते हैं, धर्म के बीच में नफरत फैलाना, गंगा जमुनी तहजीब खत्म करना, इसलिए जनता इसको रिजेक्ट करेगी।
गुजरात के खिलाफ और हिंदू समाज के खिलाफ बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र रचा गया कांग्रेस के द्वारा, ताकि ऐसा प्रस्तुत किया जाए कि हिंदू दंगाई है, हिंदू आक्रांता है, हिंदू जो है आक्रमण करता है। आज उनकी पोल पूरी तरह से खुल गई है।
Well, eventually truth will prevail. It will come out. No matter whatever narrative you try to portray, eventually fact will come out, and this is what Sabarmati shows also.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Gaurav Bhatia, Harshvardhan Tripathi, Sanjay Jha and Vivek Srivastava continue to be on this debate number 2. And Sanjay Jha, just because the Prime Minister has praised the film, does it take away from the truth of the times? Is it not a matter of fact that several reports have stated that the Sabarmati Express was burnt down? 59 people had lost their lives in this burning of the train. I want to ask you, if there is a film, why should it only be dismissed as a fact that, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister are trying to sell a film?
Navika, I believe this is a very serious debate and I'm very glad I'm part of it. See, the truth, Navika, is this, that the BJP has reduced Bollywood as a propaganda factory for its films. You'll go back to the Karnataka elections. I remember Prime Minister Modi doing the same thing. He was trying to promote Kerala story, where the producers themselves later on changed a lot of data and figures, basically telling you that the film was fictional and was doctored. And yet Mr. Modi was trying to sell it. Why would the Prime Minister of a country try and sell a film? And now that is the fundamental question we need to ask. He's done that with the vaccine war, Article 370, all kinds of cinema. Let me tell the BJP, when there is a change in government, there will be movies, genuine movies called the Gujarat file, called the Manipur files, called the Adani Gate files, called the Delhi riots files, call the Rafale files, call the COVID vaccine files. We will have
You're most welcome to turn producer. No, but Dr. Sanjay Jha, you are most welcome to turn producer and produce these films. Why should you have a problem? You can make these films. After all, it's not like Telangana, where the Telangana government tells Diljit Dosanjh ki sharab ke bare mein or, alcohol should not be referred to in his songs. Is that the freedom of speech? But let me get in Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia, 31 people were convicted for the burning of the Sabarmati Express. Yet, Sanjay Jha has a problem with the Sabarmati Report, the film that has been released, and seems to be, convincing a lot of people because people are going and watching that film as seen by the collections the film is making.
It was originally
Navika, I would not like to respond to what Sanjay Shah said because he's trivializing a debate. This movie is a very important turning point in our life. I'll tell you why. It sends out a strong message that in India, Hindu lives matter too. And I repeat, Hindu lives matter. All throughout, we saw the Sabarmati Express train being burned. We saw 59 Indians losing their lives. I'm not even getting into Hindu and Muslim. The problem with the Congress ecosystem has been that for the sake of appeasement, they will talk about atrocities committed on Muslims. They will not even talk about Hindus being burnt alive inside a train. And that is the shameful part. And they tried to play dirty politics. They tried to crucify Narendra Modi ji, and this was the worst kind of vindictive politics that they could have done. I commend the director that today the truth has finally come out, and this is what the Constitution and Article 19 is all about: freedom of speech and expression. You can't be criticizing the Kashmir files, the Kerala story, and the Sabarmati Report because it is not convenient to you. Because the truth
well, let me, Harshvardhan Tripathi, when Firak, another film from a different point of view, was made in 2009 and screened, Firak Nandita Das की फिल्म थी, उस वक्त राहुल गांधी गए थे in the premiere and a special screening, but according to reports, the producers had failed to screen that film when asked by the Gujarat government. वो सही था राहुल गांधी चले जाएं तो कांग्रेस नहीं बेच रही थी फिल्म को, लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री अप्रिशिएट कर दें तो वो आजकल फिल्म बेच रहे हैं.
नविका जी, इस देश में क्रिएटिव फ्रीडम और फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन को लेकर बड़ी डिबेट चलती रही. हमने रेडियो पर गाने के प्रतिबंध से लेकर किताबों के प्रतिबंध और नेहरू जी से लेकर राजीव गांधी तक देखा है. कोई सरकार कांग्रेस की ऐसी नहीं रही जिसने किसी लिटरेचर पर, किसी फिल्म पर बैन ना लगाया हो. नॉट अ सिंगल गवर्नमेंट. और मैं तो कह रहा हूं कि इसको लोगों को सोचना चाहिए. अब जो एक तरह से कहें कि जो फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन की वकालत करने वाले लोग थे, जिन्होंने ऐसा आवरण ओढ़ रखा था, वो दरअसल रियल फासिस्ट है. ये फांसीवादी रोग है. और शायद यही वजह है कि कश्मीर फाइल्स जैसी फिल्म पर अरविंद केजरीवाल अट्टहास करते हैं विधानसभा में. अभी ये फिल्म आती है साबरमती रिपोर्ट, और इस फिल्म की और जो चीजें हैं वो शायद देखने के बाद टिप्पणी करना मेरे लिए बेहतर होगा. लेकिन जो रिपोर्ट मैं देख रहा हूं, इस पे किसी को ऐतराज कैसे हो सकता है? और क्या इस देश में कोई ऐसा भी हो सकता है जो 59 कार सेवक जला दिए गए, किसी भी तरह से अगर उस पर कोई फिल्म आ रही तो उसको दबा देना चाहते हैं? वो कौन लोग हो सकते हैं? और
विवेक श्रीवास्तव, I also want to ask Vivek Srivastava, Parzania bhi to bani thi 2007 में that film came. That was a film that was well made, and in that film, the director, Mr. Dholakia, the actor, they got national awards. Nobody called it the politicization of the film at that time. Right. Why is it being called that the Prime Minister has turned somebody who's marketing the film?
Yeah, what is the message the Prime Minister is trying to give by appreciating the film? कि एक कत्लेआम हुआ था, एक डब्बे को जला दिया गया, इसलिए गुजरात रॉयल्स जस्टिफाइड थे. वो कहना क्या चाहते हैं? I mean, he is the man जिनके ऊपर इतने आरोप लगे. I mean, even a lousy country like United States of America, which I don't like, said we will not give you visa for 10 years because we feel you have been responsible for one of the biggest massacres in the modern times. And because he was the chief minister.
No. But that was because of the picture that was painted. No, not one Indian should be presented in this manner by Indians themselves to the world outside. But that's exactly the narrative that you've tried to create over the years. And if that narrative is being countered, what's the problem? I don't know. The question tonight is, there is one version that you saw earlier, there is another version. If there is freedom of speech, Why should this version be decried? And just appreciating this version of what happened then, does that make it marketing of the film by the Prime Minister? Just asking you a question, because there can't be different standards for judging the same kind of situation in different time periods. That's really the point that people are raising today. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my participants for joining me on the debate tonight. Good night, be safe, and I'll be back tomorrow with the News Hour at 9.